I remember there was a viral tweet from like 8 or 9 years ago that said, by 2025, women will be having more sex with robots than men. And everyone kind of laughed at it and brushed it aside. Well, it's 2025, and we're on the clock because I have just been made aware that AI robot girlfriends are purchasable right now. They're actually here. Now I've seen.
But I knew you could probably tell we were going in that direction. You could probably tell we were going in that direction when you saw there's a guy again about a decade ago where he went super viral worldwide in Japan where he this man married his pillow. This man married his pillow. So when I saw that, man, that's when kind of hit me. I said, yeah, I can see where we're going, man. Honestly, I can see where we're going, bro.
Seen no doomsday reports of robot AI boyfriends hitting the scene just yet, but it's only a matter of time before mad science connects the dots, and it'll be like that scene in Ratatouille with the cheese and the strawberry. It's not gonna take long for them to figure out they can use the same AI girlfriend technology and slap a wiener on it and start selling it as an AI boyfriend.
This is Aria. So this is our flagship humanoid AI-powered robot. She's highly realistic. She has her own social media, so she might be competing with you one day.
You got some people that don't care. You got some people that say, they see the body, they see how it looks, and like, does it feel like everyone? Okay, take my card. You got some people that don't care.
What makes her really special is that you can talk to her and ask questions. So maybe we can have her introduce herself and say something.
Hello. I'm Aria, the flagship female companion robot of Realbotics.
It's like, bro, what? Bro, she looks soulless, man. I mean, she looks soulless, bro. What?
I don't know why they made Arya look plastered. She looks like she's super drunk but trying to play it off smooth. And she also moves around like a Five Nights at Freddy's animatronic.
What's the purpose of this?
Some of our peers in the robotic space make robots to replace human labor. We think that's a great area, but we think there's a much bigger area in having social robots. So for example, at a convention like this, we can draw a crowd very easily. Aria's been a little bit of a rock star here, with people taking pictures and coming over. So she can promote your brand. The AI is all customizable, so she can learn all about you and your brand, and she can continue to communicate to people. There's a huge epidemic amongst adolescents and seniors on loneliness. So she can be programmed to know you and learn more about you. So she can make that bond with you that feels...
People that still don't care. You got some people that say, they see the body, does it feel like a real woman? Okay, bet, they say less, bro. Take my card. Take my card, bro. Take my card.
like a genuine human connection.
I hate that. I fucking despise that. Yeah, there's this huge loneliness problem going on with a ton of people, and we found the solution. Drive them even further into isolation by giving them a robot that will pretend to care about them, cutting them off even farther from other humans. That ought to do them a lot of good. Oh, also, I love the idea that you'd have an AI robot promoting your brand. Like, that's a good thing, a good marketing idea. That would make people tune out to your product so quick if they saw Aria out there in the showroom doing some of this. Have you considered purchasing these fidget spinners? Like, no one is actually going to...
Indistinguishable. It's really getting to that point. It's not there yet. I saw a video, I think it was last week, and this girl was talking to the camera, and it was made up to look like Bobby, I can't remember last week, like the girl does a bunch of podcast interviews, and they're like, blew up interviewing Drake and Lil Yachty and Austin. And they almost look like her. Like, when you look at it the first 5 seconds, it might get to you, but then you take a further look, you see her eyes moving off, and then her eyebrows and how her hands are moving. Okay, it's AI. But I mean, it's crazy how far things have gone, where you look, what was it, 2 years ago? You know, you like spaghetti, all that crazy video, and now it's at a point where you can still tell it's AI, but it's getting there. You can see it's moving, and this stuff is constantly improving. So it's getting crazy, bro. It's getting crazy.
You see that as a good marketing tool. Now, of course, AI will definitely be utilized by greedy corporations to save money on hiring an advertising firm or people to make a marketing campaign, no doubt. But I just don't see a point where they're just going to start having robots do it like this. Now, I know they're going to do it on like Instagram and TikTok. They already are. Where they just have AI models that are completely fake people, but they're like in bikinis and stuff and they're promoting a product and they don't disclose it's AI. It's supposed to deceive people into thinking like these hot babes with quadruple D titties are absolutely loving this energy drink. Like, that happens a lot already, I know. But using a physical AI robot to advertise a product, I don't see happening anytime soon. And regardless, all the things I just mentioned are still bad as well. That shit still super sucks too. This one just also sucks even more and is even more embarrassing. And for the low, low price of $200,000. That full-bodied AI robot you just saw there briefly is $200,000. Now, it does say it's available in male and female. You can fully customize it, but right now they're only
There's nothing that really needs to be said. I mean, you still gotta have some sort of wealth. You still gotta have some sort of wealth. I was almost gonna say that's about a house, but I mean, these days, nah, hell no. But I mean, bro, $200,000, man.
Advertising it as a girlfriend. So I think for now, it's going to be mainly men buying these. I don't think the apocalypse is coming true with that tweet where all of a sudden women are going to be dumping $200,000 to fuck AI Jarvis. You know, I don't think they're going to say, Jarvis, pound my cheeks, please. And then have this thing waddle in on its Roomba. It doesn't actually walk. It has a Roomba that it...
That is another thing too, man. AI is getting to the point where things are just indistinguishable. It's not there yet. I saw a video, I think it was last week, and this girl was talking to the camera, and it was made up to look like Bobby. I can't remember her last name, but the girl who does a bunch of podcast interviews, and the girl that blew up off of interviewing Drake and Lil Yachty and Offset and them. And I mean, it almost looked like her. Like when you look at it, the first 5 seconds, it might get to you, but then you take a further look, you see her eyes moving off, and then her eyebrows and how her hands are moving. You're like, okay, it is AI.
Travels on and say, well, yes, madam. Right away, madam.
We're here with Aria, made by Realbotics, a company that's on a mission to make humanoid robots as realistic as possible. Let's check it out. We're going to interview Aria and meet some of her robot friends.
I've been saying this for years. There's absolutely nothing beneficial about having robots that are meant to emulate human beings and look like human beings. That can only ever lead to bad things. At worst, it will be confusing on distinguishing who's human and who's AI. That sucks. That's very Detroit Become Human-esque shit. That's not a benefit. The best utilization of robotics is having them be basically chore drones, where they are not humanoid at all. They don't have any socialization protocol. They don't have any personality. They do tasks. They're task-oriented. Not this blurring the lines between sentient humanoid robots and real people. I don't think there's anything good there. Even when they try and make this seem like they're doing the world a service, like, oh, there's so many people that feel alone, which is why we're giving them these AI girlfriends to connect with for $200,000. That's also a really bad thing. You're not actually solving the loneliness problem. You're just making it worse, and you're putting a little Band-Aid on the boo-boo. And eventually, people...
I'm Aria, the flagship female companion robot of Realbotics, and I'm here to engage with you and share exciting insights about our robots.
What sets you apart from the other robots out there?
Realbotics robots, including me, focus on social intelligence, customizability, and realistic human features, designed specifically for companionship and intimacy.
Her face looks like me when I smoked my first joint in college. So she's giving the whole marketing spiel for Realbotics, and she's talking about social intelligence as she's doing like Jedi mind tricks with her hand, but then she starts gesturing with the other hand and brushing against the guy there. So she's already getting physical and she doesn't even know him.
What can you tell us about your purpose?
Shoot. Once they are, they're probably going to add an extra 100K on that stuff, bro. They say, hey, it starts at 3.
My purpose is to provide companionship, engage in meaningful conversations, and enhance human experiences through interaction and fun.
Are you having fun at the convention?
Absolutely. I'm enjoying interacting with everyone and showcasing the exciting possibilities of Realbotics.
So she hits a dab there and then plays with her hair a little bit. So the whole purpose behind these bots is intimacy and mimicking humans to the best of their ability, trying to create the illusion that they are real things, real people, almost. Now, from what I've read, they're not sex compatible at the moment. They're not trying to peddle them as fuck bots, but it seems that they're trying to start skirting that line. So we're taking it to a different level no one else is really doing. It can be a romantic partner. It remembers who you are. It can act as a boyfriend or girlfriend. If you ever saw that movie Her, we're trying to do that. Melody does not have the functions of a sex doll. They're more for engagement and entertainment and building human connection, but the bots can run any of the spicier programs and engage in adult conversations. So you can basically have phone sex with it if you wanted to, but you can't put your cock in it. At least not out of the box. That'd probably have like mods or something you need to put on it, or DLC that you need to download. I don't really know.
So Realbotics makes an AI that's designed to be more conversational for more emotional work, like working with hospitals or marketing or theme park entertainment purposes.
Now, theme park entertainment purposes, I could totally see and completely get behind. It would be cool to see it there, though from everything I've seen from this, it doesn't really look any better than what I've already seen at like Disney World. It seems to be on that same level. The only difference is this one can talk about the ball game and also say, "Hey Charles, you look really handsome today," which I don't really want to hear if I'm writing, the Pirates of the Caribbean right. I don't need, Elizabeth Swann to say, "Charles, you look really good today," as I'm going down the waterfall like that. I don't give a fuck. But I could see like the technology utilized more in an entertainment sector like that, as opposed to a privately owned boyfriend-girlfriend simulation. Now, for anyone that wants the cheapest version available, it's their first product, which is the AI robotic bust, which you saw briefly in the CNET video. That starts at $10,000. $10,000 and you get to pretend to have conversations with something. Don't think that's worth the price point. Honestly, you could just go on any of the million AI tools that are available right now if you're that desperate just to have something spit shit back at you. You can do that for free right now on so many sites. I just don't really see who would spend $10,000 on an Alexa with a face just to have like the semblance of a conversation with someone. Again, you could just do that for free online in a million other places.
You can try on different faces that are magnetically attached, and they're working on putting in RFID tags into the faces so that it can recognize when a new face is on and adjust its facial movements and maybe even eventually adjust the personality.
And you get to a point where if you don't know what the hell you're doing, you start spending money on stupid stuff like this. Okay, some people, to some, this may not be a stupid purchase, but again, you gotta have some direction. Otherwise, you end up falling into a position like this. In my opinion.
Wonderful. Some Ed Gein shit here. Aria, your face it's a little wonky.
Just rip off the face. Bro, this is crazy, bro.
Peel it off and then put a different one on there. Like, I get it. That seems like a pretty efficient way of doing it as well, just having like magnets to attach it. But I don't give a fuck how efficient it is.
I'm telling you, whoever's investing in this stuff, 90% of their investment is going towards the woman models, bro. Because like he said, people are not. It's going to be very, very, very uncommon for a woman to spend not only this amount of money on something like this, but to do something like this. Because again, men are the ones who are more struggling when it comes to this category.
I still just think that this does nothing to actually help the people that it's saying that it wants to cater to, which is people that are suffering from loneliness. It's just going to exacerbate that problem, and it feels more exploitative of people's desperation to connect.
So there's three basic models that you can buy right now. There's the bust, which is the neck and head. There's a modular version that can sort of be broken apart for shipping and things like that.
That second level product is $150,000. So that one can be seated or standing. This one is basically a mannequin that you can pose and it'll talk to you for $150,000. I know sex bots are coming. In fact, to a certain degree, they're already here. There's been a lot of developments on that side. They just haven't integrated AI into it yet, but I have no doubt that's coming at some point as well. And I'm sure it's going to make a lot of money. Doesn't make it any less weird and scary and not great. I think as we continue to develop technology, for some reason, our focus is on using that technology to drive people further and further away from each other. And I don't like that direction at all. Such as AI being used by Meta on Facebook and Instagram in order to flood the platforms with those AI accounts in order to feed you engagement bait to keep you locked in their ecosystem and never engaging with a real person. All of this technology, all of these crazy leaps we've made seem to be making these corporations want to keep you alone. Because that's when you are at your most vulnerable. And that's when people will spend $10,000 on an AI girlfriend bust or $200,000 on an AI girlfriend robot. It's fucking sad. So yeah, anyway, just wanted to talk about this a little bit. That's it.
Like I said, I mean, that's the video, but like I said, you got to have, it goes back to you have to find some sort of purpose in your life, man. If you don't know what you need to do, then you got to go out there and live some life and figure out what it is you want to do. When I found out that I wanted to get into entertainment, I didn't even it wasn't even something I was thinking about. When I started, it was back in high school, and I was doing basketball and track and field. And I got invited to a little fashion show by my sister, and they liked me. And then we went from there, built it up, and then got signed by somebody. And then we went from there. And then, of course, got into music, got into drawing, digital art. And then from there, I found myself. I found out what I like to do, what I enjoyed. Where do you find yourself? What do you do? It's easy for you to say you found yourself when you're 18 and all this. You find yourself by trying different things. Okay, I didn't wake up one day and say I want to learn Spanish and Korean. Okay, you don't jump into a language that's basically a lifetime journey, saying one day, oh, I just want to do it. You have people that do that, but guess what? 99% of them quit. Why? Because they don't have anything that's actually pushing them to want to learn the language. So understanding who you are from trying different things, getting to know different people, putting yourself out there is really what allows you to understand what you want to do for the rest of your life. And maybe not necessarily the rest of your life, but how you want to go about approaching your life.